All right. Happy December, everybody. And it is currently Thursday, December 12th. We are the Superboys. I am Jan.
I'm Jet.
I'm Rich.
And today we're going to be talking about episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Hawkeye that is now out on Disney Plus. Spoiler alert, this entire cast, this podcast today is going to be spoilers. So if you don't want any, go watch it and then come right back here. All right. So, all right. So they dropped the first two last Wednesday and then the third episode yesterday. So on the first two episodes, what did you guys think?
Actually, honestly, I liked it a lot. I thought the upbeat nature of it is a nice change of pace. It's actually really cool, and it's funny because like Haley Steinfeld and is Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
No, that's
Yeah.
Jim Raynor's the guy from StarCraft.
Oh. But like they have that like really funny like uncle like niece type of relationship where like they just like he's looking at her like I just want to kick you in the chest, and she's just like, oh my god, I'm having such a great time.
Yeah,
Love the whole dynamic.
Yeah, and he's always, I feel like in every media that they have Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye in, he's always trying to get back to his family. Every single movie is him trying to get back to his family.
It's like this thing. It's like, God, avenging, but my family, and I can't stop avenging. But one day I'm gonna have to, which I feel like this is where the show's headed, And
where he's gonna stop avenging
torch to Haley Steinfeld, and it's like, the dynamic is like really cool. It is like a reminiscent of like a father and uncle type deal, like a mentor, Mr. Miyagi situation. And it's cool how she's like really like happy to be there. She's kind of like a fan and like going to be an Avenger. So it's like, the device you use to like relate to audience more. And
is that confirmed
cool
that she's going to be joining like the Avengers, or just like we all assume because she?
I think it's assumed, and they're bringing in like Yelena and Shang-Chi, and it's like the next wave of Avengers, and all these OG Avengers are like dropping out. So
yeah, which does suck. It's like
it's
very bittersweet. It's cool. I like the new age, but nothing slaps like the old age. You know what I mean? Like
the original was like so like I think we've talked about it before, how like we thought like you can't ever top the Infinity Saga because they were the first, and the story is incredible, and all the timing and intertwining of the movies is like. But I feel like Kevin Feige and everybody over there, they're just like mad scientists, and like the next phase looks crazy because like now it's like the multiverse and like a bunch of fresh faces. That's something they haven't done either. So it's like there's a lot to be excited about.
No, it's definitely going to be insane. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely super excited for the oncoming of new talent, but like it's like to your point is like when you do something so good, first off, it's very hard to. They always say like sequels are harder. So let's take the Infinity Saga as like the first movie. The sequel to that, whatever large chapter that is going to be hard to follow up. But when you do something, when you're there first, obviously it's a lot easier. When you're there first and you do it so good, it makes it so much harder to follow up. Because even if they do like Secret Wars or anything, like the only thing I think will top the whole Thanos thing would just be like a whole Galactus thing. But that's when they drop like the Silver Surfer. That's when they drop like everybody else, which would be
like in
awesome.
10 years. Probably so many more movies away. But I don't know too much about Hawkeye. So I did read some of the comics, but Haley Steinfeld's character Kate, I know she's always been like rich, but it's her origin story literally where she's like a little kid in New York, and then like the Avengers are fighting somewhere, and then she sees Hawkeye on a building, like hopping off, and then like swinging off of the building. That's
pretty cool. I don't know if it's as her original origin, but the way they portrayed it is really cool. It's like Avengers 1, and it's like a disaster in her home, and she's watching Hawkeye do his thing, and it's like the slow fall. Cool. Marvel just has that formula, man.
I think that's definitely like gonna appeal to those younger kids that were around that age when Avengers came out. When did Avengers come out? Like 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
2012, right? Or 11 or something like that.
So yeah, holy moly. So so those kids are like what? 22, 23, 24.
Early 20s, yeah.
So it's hitting for them, I guess.
No, it's tough.
Yo, can we talk about the action of the show though? it's like surprisingly like really good, especially in like episode 3, that car chase and then like the warehouse scene. It's like
Yeah,
Marvel
no,
one
definitely.
acting like, how are you guys not dead? But it's like fun, like they're
No,
getting shot
definitely.
at and dodging all bullets.
No, definitely. But
Yeah.
it's also because like it's like straight up street fight choreo. I always like street fight choreo because it's like you actually have to like fight. It's not like some crazy one hit wonder where half the block is done. It's like Haley's fighting like 4 dudes at once, and she's legitimately methodically going through each body part.
Oh, it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, like it's nice when they go back to like basics like that, like Shang-Chi did in like, the first half of the movie was it's just like fight choreo, like Winter Soldier and shit.
Mhm.
But because every Marvel movie, I feel like it's easy to, like you're expecting a huge CGI battle at the end.
Right,
Like when it's more grounded, it's like fun and even like more refreshing.
right.
Reminds me of like what is it? 5 years on a hellish island. That show.
Arrow.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of like the early Arrow.
The other Archer.
Yeah, the other Archer. But it was like fight scenes like that where it's kind of like gritty but still comic book in nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And kind of like I forget which one I was reading. I think it was the Hawkeye comic from 2016 where they're escaping from the warehouse, and Kate goes up to, I think it's like the really nice car is like a Challenger or something like that, and then it like cuts over to freaking Jeremy Renner's character trying to hotwire the old like the old busted joint.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because in the comic they were it wasn't exactly quite set up the same, but the car he was driving the nice car there,
Mhm.
and then I think it did go over and on a bridge as well. With I think that's kind of like where the similarities end, but I do remember that like kind of popping out at me as like, oh, okay, that's like inspired at least, if not ripped directly from one of the comics. Especially I think there's one line where she's trying to get an arrow to shoot, and he's just like, no, not that one, not that one, and she's trying to tell him like maybe you should label these things. I thought that was pretty funny.
That is really funny. She's just like charming, and like she's like not too much either. Like she's like an overzealous fan, but not like too over, and just like enough. And she just wants to be a hero, and just like she's young and finding her way. And Hawkeye's just like, okay, I guess I gotta watch. Like he feels like he has a babysit / mentor.
No,
It's a fun dynamic.
No,
I'm kind
100%.
of wondering. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering when they're gonna try to fit in Kate telling Hawkeye that how she first saw him, because they've kind of danced around it like he obviously he knows that he knows that she's excited about meeting him and trying to be like a superhero or a hero, but he kind of doesn't know how deep it goes. I mean, there's a difference being like seeing the Avengers and being like, oh, I want to be like that when I grow up, and you're like what 5 or 10 years old, your house is half blown to hell, and then you see one of the Avengers swinging away after like saving your ass.
Right. I feel like he even has to like eventually tell her that he used to be Ronin and all the shit he did.
Yeah,
that's definitely gonna hit the fan because the villains after Ronin, which and she has an awesome backstory herself, and she thinks it's like Kate or Clint even, but it's like it's
I'm Ronin. Straight up. That's like the last episode where he becomes Ronin at the end of the seat.
Nah, but I mean, like, it's definitely pretty cool how he actually truly means that Ronin died when Black Widow killed him, because which is like really awesome. And now I also found it really cool how like they blocked out like the verbal like actual noise of him saying her name, like like it went straight to the boss's point of view when he said not Scarlett Johansson. Natasha Romanoff. Yes. No, I definitely thought that was pretty dope.
So he mouthed Natasha, and then the translator said Black Widow.
Yeah,
I'm fairly certain he said Natasha Romanoff.
Yeah, he didn't say Black Widow. That was like.
No,
let me see. Look at my mouth. Look at my mouth.
Yeah.
No. Didn't say that.
You definitely said Black Widow.
He said Natasha Romanoff. I think. I'm gonna have to run it back later.
But Jay, that's my name. You saying my name, bro? Nah, wait. First off, did any of you guys notice? Yo, straight up, the warehouse is an old KB Toys, man. I have not seen
Yeah.
a KB
No,
Toys in
what?
mad long,
Yeah.
dude.
How do you know it was a
Those
KB
sleep.
Toys? Did it have a?
Yeah, it had the sign outside. It was just a
It was a
rundown KB
faded, it was a
Toys.
faded painted wall in the warehouse.
Yeah,
And there's
man.
there was a ball pit and there's like mad like a merry-go-round, I think, and mad toys. It was cool. It was like super nostalgic. And
KB
they were like,
Toys.
and those
KB
bros,
Toys.
those bros were like, oh, we couldn't find a warehouse and this is the best we can do. Or
Yeah.
whatever. It was an old
I can't remember. What was the name of that gang? They're all in tracksuits all
Something
the
The
time.
tracksuit gang.
Tracksuit gang, yeah, it's something
Tracksuit
simple.
Bros.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's either tracksuit bro or tracksuit gang, but it's definitely tracksuit is definitely there, and it's so stupid. But I definitely like how lighthearted it is. It's like
That's like
it's common criminal stuff.
right. Like
I like
we're
how they're very
henchmen
low level.
and we're dumb.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not an Avengers level threat.
Or,
Yeah.
or like the whole Imagine Dragons scenario that he had. He was like, I bought tickets to Imagine Dragons and she's going without me. That's kind of grimy, to be honest with you. Can we talk about that for a second? Because like
That's messed
he's
up.
getting done pretty dirty right there. It's my guy.
That's why he's pissed.
Well, no, he bought the Imagine Dragons tickets because he liked Imagine Dragons, and then he was gonna make his girlfriend go with him by buying her the tickets.
Yeah, but if she's taking she's taking her boyfriend's boyfriend to go see the concert.
No,
instead of him.
it's like her sister or something.
It's
To
crazy.
get back at him, it's like if you go bowling all the time and then you get like your significant other a bowling ball and they don't bowl at all.
Right, which would be crazy.
Yeah. He never did get his pen though. Like they started like all the action after. So
Well, the Notebook, he just ran away.
no, yeah.
Yo, that I like how it seemed like it was shot in one take when during the chase.
Yeah.
The camera was like panning inside the car and then showing Renner drive and Haley Steinfeld shooting, and then the views from like the cars coming, and that scene was just dope, man. With all the different arrows.
No, it was. I mean, I actually am a fan of the camera work with this show too, because like then obviously the car chasing it looked really good, and then also when they were at having breakfast or lunch, and it just kept panning back and forth between her and Hawkeye, and I thought it just looked really good. Like it was just really well done. It didn't look too crazy. Like it was just like going back and forth, and I was like, man, this show is actually like really good.
You know, like
Yeah.
cool. And they're really good at their comedic timing, or even like the lightheartedness. After they're talking like seriously with each other, they pan to like Pizza Dog, and
Right.
the whole time they're like, oh shit, you know.
Right, which is awesome. And then I think to bring it back to what you said earlier, I really feel like a lot of it is the charm of just Haley Steinfeld, because again, she's playing that like not Disney, but she's playing the immature, like up and coming hero,
Like innocent.
yeah, very innocent, you know, very like, you know, still full of hopes and dreams and whatnot, you know, and like that really helps push the dialogue and really has it hit well, because I'm looking and I'm laughing and I'm like, oh wow, like this is actually like a really good show.
Mm-hmm. Yo, so I just got a notification. I'll cut this out. That said the meeting's gonna end in 10 minutes. Upgrade now to remove the 40-minute time limit. Damn,
Does it
we've
cost
been
money?
talking for half an hour already.
Does it cost money or like every time you do
It
this?
says, well, yeah, remaining meeting time is 9 minutes and change up top.
Oh yeah, it does say that. Okay, cool.
Damn. Okay. All
Yeah, but
right.
this happens all the time, because then it goes your host upgraded the meeting and yada yada yada.
We'll try Discord next time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
sounds
it
good.
doesn't, and then I'll upgrade our servers so that it has more like video or whatever it
Cool.
is.
Jen, you finally saw the Venom post-credit scene?
Oh yeah, wait.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
can go back to we could go back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Hawkeye.
Yeah, sure.
See, yo, I was in it. Yeah, it was really good. I'm glad you didn't tell me verbally. That was really good. I wasn't. You could see because it was you know, they're laying on the bed and then it's kind of overcast out,
Mhm.
and then Venom kind of freaks out a little bit. And he's like, "Hey, me, bro. It's not us." You know.
Yeah.
And then it's light out, and then as soon as I heard Jameson, I was like, "No, fuck, no way, no way," because you know he's only in 2 Spider-Man universes.
Can't be in
And
3.
he's not gonna be in Toby's, you know, that's a finished trilogy. So you know, spoilers for that too, by the way. What
I'm pretty sure you're the last one to see that post-credit scene.
Right? Spoilers for me.
spoilers for me. But yeah, it was just that all but confirms he's gonna be in No Way Back from Homecoming.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And why
Yeah, it's
wouldn't
No
he
Way Home.
after that?
It's over. Yeah, it's harder to prove that he's not going to be in it at this point.
Right.
Yeah. So where is he in the trailers?
I'm sure he punched Lizard. in the
He's
face.
punching Lizard. Yeah, he was decking Lizard,
Oh.
man. Yeah, I'm just really hyped because Venom will finally get the Spider-Man symbol on his chest.
Yeah,
Because the only reason why he hasn't had it is because he hasn't seen Spider-Man. So that's why he doesn't
didn't
really
exist.
have a lot of like the web techniques. He just has that giant giant
Venom,
stick
symbiote.
Venom.
Wait a second. So it's so Venom doesn't know what happened, but he says he's seen a lot more than what puny little human minds or whatever.
The multiverse, yeah.
Right.
So I assume that's the multiverse. So he
You know,
hasn't seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man before, or he knows Spider-Man, and then maybe he doesn't recognize Tom Holland because we haven't seen him in that universe yet. So he knows about Spider-Man because
Or
he's
a
all glued to the
Spider-Man,
TV, or a Spider. Which Spider-Man? Which Spider-Men?
Oof.
I don't know. I actually took that as more of like a straight up like alien, like, hey, like I'm from a smarter universe than you. I didn't take it so much as like the multiverse thing, but I could never see a point where it's like it could be like a little jab at it. You know what I mean? Because when you saw Tom Holland on TV, he was like, "Oh, this guy looks like a bad guy. Let's go beat him up." Not like, "Oh, I've seen this guy before." You know what I mean? Like with Carnage, he was like pissing his pants. He was like, "Oh man, oh this dude." Oh, you didn't see the movie, Jen, right?
Nah,
But so like in the film,
Spoiler.
when Venom and Eddie pulled up to like a church scene to meet Carnage face to face for the first time, Venom came out and he was like, "Oh, wait a minute, he's red. When we're not doing this," and he ran away. He was like, "No, we're
Is
not doing this."
Why is red like bad?
I'm assuming that like it has like a hierarchy of colors. Like they have, I know for a fact they have silver. Well, silver is debatable, but or gray, whatever it is, white, red, and then obviously Venom's black. I'm not sure how many other colors they do have, but there is a system to it.
All right.
Jen, you were gonna say something about Hawkeye?
Oh yeah. I think episode 3, right? So was that the first time he saw her shoot?
Yeah, and he said he was impressed. He said like
Yeah, when they were in the train afterwards.
Around, yeah.
And then he says, "You should probably walk the dog."
Yeah, and then didn't hear her say that. That was cute as well.
No, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Even the when she was translating for him, like while he was talking to his son.
Yeah, that was sad.
Well, that was a touching ass scene. Like
It's a very wholesome moment.
Marvel, man.
But it's kind of like, like look what this guy has gone through for being an Avenger. And that's kind of like, which she has to be prepared to do. So it's kind of like also, I think he brought this up too, like, that there are things that you have to do at like duties. I don't know I think he went over that.
He did.
In the show. He did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Sean, like
lose people or something like that.
Yeah, he can't be with his family because he's stuck in New York because of the tracksuit guys, tracksuit gang.
Which is crazy. He fought Thanos and he's stuck in New York because of dudes in tracksuits.
I was thinking like, yo, this dude has like run around with the Infinity Gauntlet, and now he's like, yo, tracksuit guys are keeping me from making red houses.
But he said it too, right? Yo, but how funny was it when he went to the LARP fest? And,
yo, that was cool.
First off, that was great. That was a great event. But he was like, I fought Thanos. And I'm like, now I'm doing this.
And I like how the cinematography, they did it like slow motion to make it seem like a real battle, but it was just like touching.
He was going in. He was like, he was
like
catching
10 people at once. That was cool.
Yeah, makes me want to go to a LARPing thing,
like a Renaissance festival with that.
Renaissance festival. Yeah.
Right? I gotta get some of that magic potion, some of that Mike secret stuff real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the guy who had the Ronin suit at the end, he's like, "Wait, which one?"
No, when the guy in the crowd, when the Hawkeye just turned the magic potion away, the guy in the crowd was like, "Yo, he didn't drink it."
I need to see that shit again. That's funny.
Yeah, might have to rewatch it tonight. Actually,
I feel like Jack, the would-be stepdad, is like a little too on the nose. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he could be a red herring,
Yeah,
could be, but I think that's also part of like the show. Like the bad guys all dress in tracksuits, and they're called the tracksuit guys.
Right.
The tracksuit brothers.
Mm.
They have moving trucks that say like, I
Tracksuit.
forgot. The moving truck. Yeah, it's like no, it's like
tracksuit on
like
it.
Tracksuit Bros Moving Company or something like that. So I
like
think
everything's
that's like
on
part
the
of
nose.
it.
You're saying
Exactly, yeah. And he's just like, I'm evil. I'm gonna, steal this sword and stab my like uncle with it,
Yeah.
Which would be crazy. I mean, honestly, it would totally be funny if like the uncle like died by like slipping and falling on like a fork or something like that, and he just like a heavy bleeder. And this one time Jack is just like, a very nice guy.
And he just happened to have the same butterscotch candy because
Yeah, he's
like
just like,
it's popular in the trade fair down the block, you know.
yeah, he's like,
Just
It was on
it's just a
sale.
pretty cool sword.
he's really good at fencing, but he doesn't like to brag ever because he's back in college.
Yeah, he's probably like a super nice guy, just knows fencing, collects swords, kind of smells like a murderer.
He's definitely evil.
Definitely bad guy.
That's definitely bad guy. I'm gonna go ahead with bad guy.
500, Alex.
Well, how many episodes is gonna be up until like Christmas? So
6. It's only 6. We're halfway.
Only 6?
We're halfway
Oh,
through.
man.
I know.
I feel cheated.
So good.
No, you wanted to keep going. It's so good, but yeah, we're already halfway. I kind of wish that we only had one episode last week or one a week.
Yeah, to savor it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Nah.
This is like one of the better shows.
Yeah,
it is.
I like it a lot. It gets into the action right away. Something I appreciated over something like, not that I didn't like WandaVision, but when I first saw it, my friend was like, "Yo, at least watch until episode 4." So it's gonna be like
That's like the golden rule. Yeah.
A little slow. This one's just like kind of right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. It's a Christmas special.
Yeah.
This is good because I don't have I probably watch this on the whole thing on Christmas if it's ending on Christmas, right? So what is that? Yeah, it'll end like the week before Christmas.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
We got a time.
Yeah.
Y'all want to wrap it up? We have a minute left.
Yeah. Oh shit, we're running out of time, guys. So this has been the Super Boys. If we forgot anything that you think that we haven't covered about the first 3 episodes of Hawkeye, you can leave it down below in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, there are comments. If you're watching this on Instagram, I think there are comments. And if you're listening to it on Spotify, then you. But also leave us a comment. Thank you.
Later, you guys.
Peace.